Hey, how is everybody doing? We're live on Jokers on Duty, and we're gonna. The icon's not working, so I guess we're gonna get rid of that. So, it was a wonderful day. So again, last night at 12 o'clock a.m., which is probably oh, I guess it's actually I hit 38, and I also like to thank everybody for the birthday wishes, and especially the Keystone Ghostbusters and that for their birthday wishes and all the nice cards they've sent to my Facebook and that. So I thought they were really neat. Some of them are actually quite funny. Um, so again, I thank the Ghostbuster chapters generally for their birthday wishes and that kind of stuff and that. So it was one. I had a wonderful, great birthday today. I had a roast beef. Kind of went out to Tim Hortons today. Had a coffee. Um, bought some more of my Halloween costume supplies. So again, you get a little see what I'm being for Halloween. Um, I like to keep this character going on Jokers on Duty all year round, not just for Halloween, but um, but he's more of a he's basically more of a Halloween character than anything because he's more skeleton. Like technically, skeleton characters you can use any time of year. It doesn't have to be Halloween. Um, usually the two basic time the year. So the most basic times to use them to bring him on. I think we're only going to keep him for Halloween and Friday the 13th. So, like I said, guys, so when we hit on the calendar Friday the 13th, then the skeleton dude, the skeleton Dick Tracy is what I'm going to be for Halloween. But the skeleton version of Dick Tracy, is going to come on live. So basically, guys, you're only going to see him Friday the 13th and Halloween night. So, but unfortunately, guys, this year I am so sorry. For this month of October, the 13th does not fall on a Friday. Um, Devil's Night, yes, he's gonna be on. He's gonna be on here Devil's Night. So the night before Halloween, he's gonna come on. So the skeleton guy is gonna be on here and that kind of thing. So again, he's actually Skeletor Dick Tracy. So Dick Tracy slash Skeletor. So a little bit of a He-Man and Dick Tracy put together. But He-Man's evil side, more or less, skeleton kind of dude. So kind of mixing and mingling the character a bit. He does look a little spooky in the dark, guys. Mind you, especially Halloween night, guys. You're gonna see this character out walking around too. So and no, I'm not trick or treating, but I'm going over to a friend's house to help them hand out candy. Fran and I are, and that kind of thing. So, like I said, and that. So I think they're gonna. I think the ladies are gonna be in for a good scare. Because Skeletor Dick Tracy is gonna be out. so, um, so again, he's gonna be on live, um, on Tuesday, October 30th at night. Our haunted house itself is all completed and finished up. And so again, we're kind of mixing shows, kind of because we got Remembrance Day coming up, and then we have Christmas. So it's to make sure we're on time for everything. We got Halloween here. Jokers on duty here is kind of mixed right now with our live shows right now. We got Halloween on the go, Christmas on the go, Remembrance Day on the go at the same time. so. And I had a wonderful night last night at karaoke too. The night started off very very slow like it normally does. Picked up about 10 o'clock, and that started right at 9, right on time. And so again, it was a wonderful time. And so again, it had a good opening. I kind of got things all started off with a little bit of Neil Diamond songs and a little bit of a Johnny Cash. So for karaoke, and boy, what a crowd last night. The music was quite nice and loud too. um, and that so again, it kind of drew a big crowd and that kind of stuff as well. So that was quite a good night there, and that's so. And I haven't been there for a while, so again, it's I decided I wanted to get out last night to kind of go out, do a little bit of karaokeing. So I went out, had a couple beers at karaoke, and that kind of thing last night, and it was a wonderful time. Um, so again, Devil's Night, guys, which is called Black Halloween, which is the night before Halloween, which is Halloween Eve. Um, that is the night, traditionally the night, the Samhain night, the traditional name of Halloween, which is a Celtic tradition. That's a historical ancient, what you call a gypsy, like a Celtic gypsy, um, what you call a Celtic descendant from that descended from Ireland through the UK to all the way through Scotland, 100 years ago, and all the way into the United States and into Canada. So, so again, the Halloween itself has got a major big history to it, which goes back 100 years. But again, it is which has turned into a fun night for Halloween parties and that kind of thing, and people that like going trick or treating and that kind of stuff as well. So again, it is going to be again. So again, I'm gonna have to figure out how Mr. Skeletor Dick Tracy is gonna try to drink a cup of coffee through a rubber mask. That's gonna be challenging at Tim Hortons, and that kind of thing as well. Again, there is. This is good. This is good. This could be comical. Again, because I ran into Mr. Buzzsaw at Tim Hortons, and I was nice enough. I invited him over for supper for a bit, and gave him a little bit, because it was my birthday. I was being nice, and so anyhow, he's all set up for a live video stream, and he's starting a live stream called the Buzzsaw Show. I like to see how this is gonna be entertaining. So again, he is getting into his own live streams. He's all set up for it. If you have Facebook, live stream is free to set up. There is certain section in your Facebook. If you go to your status, it'll ask you it'll probably have, you'll have to actually install it, but it is a free like, it's almost like having a video camera but on your Facebook. Again, it is part of the Facebook itself. And basically all you have to do is just basically agree to community standards and rules and regulations, and that kind of thing. And you just press agree and then install it, boom, and then it shows up there, and then you can go live. And there's like little cool icons on there, like cartoon icons, like I use, and that, and same thing with the YouTube, YouTube Live as well. So again, it is a higher technology and software, but it's a nice one. Again, it is a wonderful service. It's almost like having a video camera, instead of actually using your direct video camera and having to download everything and then upload everything. You can automatically post to your Facebook. So again, it is one of those cool. It's almost like it's a type of video camera, but it is what you call social media. So not everybody likes it, and that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people are using it in this generation and decade. So again, so yeah. So again, thank you for all the birthday wishes that have been posted on my Facebook page. And again, to the Ghostbuster chapter, the Calgary Ghostbuster chapter, and which is in Calgary, Alberta. I hope you guys are enjoying your snowstorm you guys just had. I wonder if you guys are shoveling out big time, shoveling cars out of the driveway. Um, and I guess too. I guess you guys have got like comic book convention seasons coming up too. Um, and that I always love watching those when you guys do your live stream, when you guys come on live at your comic book conventions. I always love how you guys got everything all set up, the old, like the Ghostbuster cars, the Batmobiles, everything else like that is out. All the celebrities that are signing autographs and that, the ones that are still around that were part of the movie cast and that kind of stuff as well. And again, I do thank Keystone Ghostbusters in the United States for their actual birthday wishes. And the nice cards they've actually posted to my what you call to my Facebook page. They were really, really cute. They were funny. Some of them were comical, especially the state Puff State Marshmallow Man. I liked him. I always liked him since I was a kid. Oh, especially I guess there was a couple of Slimer cards in there too. I guess it came through. I thought they were really, 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 really cute. So yeah, so guys, this back to the Skeletor dude. He is again. I couldn't really. I had to change him around because it is technically, because it is an image of Skeletor from He-Man, a little bit, and the way I use my own stuff that I have around the house, again, and I just bought the mask today, what was left over from my karaoke money from last night, um, and that kind of thing. So I kind of wanted to change him around a bit, guys, and give him a little bit of give him a different character look, uh, because if I had went the full cape and just the mask, it is too much of a copy, right? So again, to make them look different, we're kind of putting again, with a creative mind. I've kind of put for my Halloween costume this year, guys. I kind of put Skeletor and Dick Tracy together. I do have an overcoat. It is not yellow. I tried everything, guys. I checked the Salvation Army to see if they had a yellow overcoat. They did not have a yellow trench coat, or a yellow fedora. I kind of used my brown fedora, and I'm gonna use a gray, a trench coat that I have, an old one, and so it's close enough, guys. But if you guys look at the video, it's so funny, because I think I've got kind of more on the go for Halloween, because if you look at the video, you watch that video, it's me. I dressed up as Skeletor, kind of mixing Skeletor, Johnny Cash, and Dick Tracy together. With with a little bit of also with the sunshades, with a little bit of Dave Nixon, Midnight Blue. So kind of, don't say I look like him in that video. I kind of do look a close up look, the image of him. Or a future image of him later on. I don't know. I'm just kind of threw that in, kind of a bit of a sense of humor. But at least I'm not looking like Lenny from Lenny's Karaoke this year. God, no, that definitely be scary. That definitely would be scary. Also, to keep you updates. Also, too, guys. To let you know that the boys of Celtic Thunder have made their first. I was talking. They have a chat. Live stream. You can actually get on live stream when they're on live, and they have a chat session. I was chatting to one of the guys, and he answered. One of them answered my question that I had put. He read it, and I asked if this was their first time in an Ontario tour, and that I would have loved to gotten tickets for it if that was kind of shocked they were coming to Ontario, but again. Like I said, I would have loved to had to save my money and buy tickets to go, because they were at Casino Rama last night, live in performing, They were in London the first. They first pulled into Ontario. What was it on October the 1st, and then the next night they went. There was the next night they went to they went to. Oh, if I remember the pattern, yes, they went. They went to London, which is still a little closer to us, but not that probably probably a fair drive. Um, then there was then after London, uh, there was a I forget where they if I can remember correctly, there was another little town they went to. Um, then there was Pete on okay, I can't remember where they were on the second. They were still in Ontario. Um, there was another place they went to in Ontario here. I forget where they went in Ontario, but there was another place they played at on the second, and then on the third, guys, they went to where I grew up, Peterborough, Ontario, and which was October the 3rd. October the 4th, they were in Kitchener, and last night they were performing up at Casino Rama in Aurelia, Ontario, Canada, and up there, and they were doing the Celtic Thunder Soundtrack X, they call it. Or Celtic Thunder X soundtrack, something like that, some type of some type of cool name. They were updating, making a new album for 2018. I've not ever bought any of their albums yet, and I love their music. I've been listening to them on YouTube, uh, but I haven't got around to buying any of their albums yet. Um, but they had like also they had like they were coming on live with they having the meet and the greets with all their fans and everything else like that, and that was kind of cool to see, and that so yeah, they were saying that that this was their first this was their first tour to Ontario, Canada, because normally they go down through the states and everything else like that. They're a good band. They're a mixture of everything. They're a mixture of everything, like Johnny Cash songs, everything from probably Elvis to gospel songs to Irish Celtic folk songs, 1950 songs, country songs, um, everything from the 80s. They are a big high heel kicking hoodow band, um, and usually very expensive to book. But the Celtic Thunder guys are they're from northern Belfast, Dublin, Ireland. They came all this way on tour, and I guess I guess they said that this was their first gigs for Canada and Ontario. So it's so that they were doing pretty good. Um, but too bad I lucked out on live seeing them guys live because I really liked Celtic Thunder. But to actually get the full concert on to actually to had it got the full concert on Facebook, you had to rent it by a certain time frame, and I didn't have the money to either rent it either. Um, so again, and plus I don't rent stuff on Facebook. So again, like I said that again. So again, I thought it was a neat idea, but another opportunity down the toilet. But that is okay. Maybe probably sometime down the road, we'll probably they may make the way back here sometime in the future. Um, so again, it's all the young guys left. The head guy, the founder of Celtic Thunder, years ago, he died of cancer, George Donaldson, and he was one of the head lead singers of it and founders of Celtic Thunder. Um, so again, it is that was kind of shame. And Keith Harkins is off doing country albums now. I guess he didn't make the trip. He had another gig somewhere else. Um, they were mentioned. Somebody was asking, and they were asking on their Facebook on their live stream, and the guys are answering it. And they said he had a different gig, so he couldn't make it with them. Um, he was pretty good too. So I mean, like they do everything. Like they do all the country songs, like from "Devil Went Down to Georgia." You know, everything that's ever done by history legend artists like Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, Celtic songs. They got everything. I think they have a full package on the go. Um, they do a Christmas album. They did a Christmas album a couple years back too. I've noticed thing on YouTube. Uh, and that again, you can watch them on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel. You can watch their live videos on YouTube itself. You don't have to pay anything to go on YouTube to watch a YouTube video. So again, like I said, that was kind of cool for Canada and Ontario to be able to have them. um, so again, that was definitely I have to grant that was for Ontario, Canada here. That was definitely a big, what you call big shocking surprise. They showed up and performed in different places and got their bookings in. Their tickets, by the way, guys, they're just like, you know, in the future, if you ever meet up with them on the road to go to any other concerts, they are not cheap to get into. Again, like even their cheapest tickets are not cheap to get into. They're expensive, can be expensive. Their VIP packages that they have for tickets can be expensive too. That gets you behind stage and gets you sitting up close with the boys, Dublin Air boys of Celtic Thunder. And that kind of thing as well. But so you can actually get closer to the meet, and so that way you get closer to the stage, and you know, you get up close to talk to the guys and that. And then with it being a big band, I'm surprised they did not have much security, because usually a lot of those big bands usually have hired security for protection. So you know, especially when the crowds are that big. Last Saturday night, I was invited to the Hepworth Legion, and it was the first time I was ever in the Hepworth Legion. I loved the Hepworth Legion, but I was not happy with the amount of people that sat in the front row with cowboy hats on in the Legion. And we never told off about their hats either. But if it had been me sitting there with a hat on, I'd be at the door. Or be broke buying everybody beer. But these guys, they were like 60 or 70 people sitting up front row with their hats on in Legion. But that was funny. I tried not to laugh, but that was funny. But I had again, I had the opportunity to actually have my picture taken with the Highwayman, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash show. That was at Hepworth Legion last Saturday night, and that kind of thing. So I had my opportunity to have. Yes, I know they're impersonators. I had the opportunity to have my picture taken with the lookalike of Willie Nelson. But I said it is again. I was gonna see if I could get authorized to have my picture taken with Johnny Cash, but and the Highwayman, but they had too many big crowds around them at that time, because they were doing a big meet and greet at the front, and everybody, after the show was over, everybody's piled way up at the front. And there was no way you could get through the crowds to get to actually get to meet and greet with them. So again, Willie Nelson, we kind of got him. Fran took my picture with him during the intermission, because they had a couple intermissions and that, and he was just standing over by the bar. And that kind of stuff. So again, we were able to get my picture taken with him, at least, which is one of my pictures that was which is on my Facebook. It was my profile picture, but I put my old Air Cadet picture up. And so again, that's it's been I said October has been a busy month. Starting into October, anyways, the end of September, starting in the beginning of October, I had a very good. What you kind of had a very very cool good start to it. Apparently, the Highwayman and Johnny Cash show comes every year to the Hepworth Legion, and that kind of thing down there, and same time every year, same impersonators. I don't think. I think the only two that are the imitators are the is the guy that does Johnny Cash. Now I've seen these clowns before, because they do come in. They are booked and they do come in from Texas. And when I was a member of the Peterborough Branch 52, which I was a member in good standing for 5 years before I got married, and that kind of stuff. And I wasn't gonna pay $85 to have my files transferred, so I didn't pay out my membership. So on top of my membership, forget that deal. I mean, and then I got all the way out here, and what was it, 2010, 2011, and they said to me down here at the Legion, they said, you gotta have your files, it doesn't cost you anything to transfer your files. And I'm like, oh, great, now you tell me. How come Peterborough gonna tell me this? But no, they wanted to soak me $85 on top of my membership fee for my early bird membership. And I'm like, no way. Because I told them I would have been interested in joining this Legion here, but when Fran and I moved from Peterborough, and that kind of stuff, and no, the Legion, no, they said nope, $85, $95 charge on top of your membership. I'm like, oh, forget that. And I get all the way out here, and then they tell me this is where the joke was on me. I get out here, and they say at this one, they say, oh well, there was no. I told them they were kind of charging me $85 to transfer my files. They said that is BS propaganda, because they said we transfer files all the time and they don't cost anything with members. As long as your membership paid up, there's no cost to it. But no, I slid my membership. I should know I did. So again, like I said, it's but if I ever have the opportunity to start up a new membership, I'm thinking about doing that. I did email back down to Branch 52 to see if I can go a freer route. I don't know. They may write me back and say they might be able to. Well, the letters probably I might have to send them a check just for them to write a verification letter to send it out here to verify the the years I served on the color guard and the years I belonged to the Peterborough branch. So at least because before my mom passed away, she had all my Legion membership cards in her wallet. She hung on to every single one. She was always paranoid. She was afraid I was lose stuff or they get stolen, or somebody try to use them. So she would. So when I first moved out on my own, those are the only things I could not get out of her. She was a bit of a pack rat. She threw them in envelopes or boxes at one point, and then somehow ended up back. They all ended up in her wallet. And so I guess when she passed away back in June of last year in the hospital, they were sitting in her wallet. And whatever the hospital did with her wallet, I do not know. Because my sister told me they couldn't even find her wallet. My aunt couldn't even find her wallet. Apparently her wallet had went missing from the hospital the time she died. And my sister was in a big panic. She was telling me because she couldn't find the wallet, or my aunt couldn't find the wallet. The wallet had actually went missing. Like, again, this is a city hospital, so you could imagine that amongst the nurses, like there's a lot of kleptomaniacs amongst some of these city hospitals. I'll tell you, you gotta watch. There's a lot of stealing that goes on amongst some of these nurses. I can grant you that in these big cities. I know I know you don't see that in these small towns, but in the big cities like Peterborough, Toronto, Ottawa. Even if you get down to Montreal, Quebec, there's a lot that goes on in hospitals. You gotta really, they're very careless on the medical staff end of it, and that they're not 100%, honest, like they let on to be. I can honestly say that. Um, so again, again, so right now I do not have, because even when I was at the Hapworth Legion the other night, I was talking to the bartender, and she said they were looking for new members, and I said I was telling her I used to be a member in Peterborough, and I said I just said I didn't have my old membership cards on me. She said even if they weren't paid up, she said I could have. It, they would love to see them anyways. Um, so again, that way I wouldn't have to use my health card. Um, but which I choose to. But like I said, it's a matter of time. Like I said, I'm still debating, and that kind of thing. But Legion's a very good group. I've been involved in a Legion before, and I've carried colors for 5 years. Like I said before, I met my wife, and if I start up a new membership, then again, they're still going to want information because on the application, if it asks you if you belong to a Royal Canadian Branch Legion before, you have to answer. I'm not going to put no because I'd be lying because I did. You have to put yes. So again, and also too, if you're becoming a new member over again, they're still gonna ask you your information, grandparents' information, like enlistment numbers and all that kind of stuff. It is all on that application form. I went through that with Peterborough. so and that kind of stuff. So again, like I said, I was associate member. But again, no, those are fun times, um, and and so anyhow, there's a bit of my history. so, um, so again, like I said, there is so again that was kind of cool, and oh, sorry about that, guys. I gotta stop that old video. Well, it's not an old video. It was just done today. Um, so again, I kind of shared a little bit of the character that was going to be my Halloween costume. Yeah, you guys can check it out. It's funny. It is actually me under the mask. Again, like I said, it is kind of a twist between. Well, you can look at it. If you look at it, it's funny because it's got, like I said, it's got a bit of everything to it. It's got a little bit of Johnny Cash to it. It's got Skeletor, the face of Skeletor, Dick Tracy, all together in one. Sunshades, a little bit of Mike, no, Dave Nixon, Midnight Blue. uh, so, itchy foot, itchy foot. Um, so again, other than that, like my day was pretty good. Again, and I also enjoyed karaoke last night. I always love going there. When I can make it in to it, I live right in here in town. I just live across the street from the Legion, or down the street from it. But I don't go a lot like I used to. Again, because a lot of that because of all the bar tax rates went up. Like usual, that is Mr. Trudeau for you. Um, but other than that, itchy foot. Again, Fran is out watching wrestling tonight, and that kind of thing. And I'm back cat sitting. So, like I said, I gotta tune in, guys. I gotta tune in to when Buzzsaw goes live. um, to get notification when he goes live. So that way I want to check out the Buzzsaw live stream, Buzzsaw show, the Buzzsaw show. like I said, that is gonna be this is good. That this is gonna be something else. I'm telling you, because he has live stream now. So 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 again, I gotta go check out this Buzzsaw show. I hope it's nothing like the Steve Wilkos show. Uh, so this is why I said it's this is gonna be quite interesting. Okay, I know she's over there watching what is it, wrestling with you guys. Um, yeah, Cody's got a live stream now. It's gonna be called the Buzzsaw Show. I gotta see this. Um, so again, this is gonna be so cool. So far I haven't got no thumbs up for that one. Um, but yeah, so again, we're gonna again. There's also too. You can also go and you can. There is what you call it. There's when people are live. There is a turn on button, a notification that you can turn on. That will Facebook will automatically what you call notify you when somebody goes live. Um, if you like in the stream and you're following the stream, you like to follow a person live and that kind of stuff too. Like I said, my mom's memorial on here, guys, was real, but the like I said, she is around my neck at a Celtic cross. I had to respect last night to take her off my neck, and I put her in my wallet because I didn't want mom to break off my neck and get her ashes all over the Legion dance floor. That would not be good. I tell you. um. Well, when I was growing up, and some happy times, she was always all over the dance floor at the Legion. Um, she couldn't even sit down for 2 seconds. With her ice, rye, and coke, she was on the dance floor dancing around. Every Ted's karaoke, um, down in that area. That's who they have down in Peterborough is Ted. Ted's karaoke, and that's why I always enjoy. Going to Lenny's karaoke here. It is quite. The both of them are quite different. How Ted? I'm gonna explain how they're different. I notice with Lenny, you don't see him wearing sunshades and a leather coat, cowboy boots, on the dark stage in the Legion. Um, Ted, now he does instead of the all Ted wears in the Peterborough Legion when he does karaoke, he wears his cowboy boots, blue jeans, and again a Western shirt and a Western tie buckle and a Western belt buckle. That's all he wears. He is like Lenny. He doesn't wear any hats, but he wears sunshades. Especially when he gets up and sings "Pretty Woman," he puts on the sunshades and he looks identical. I tell you, he hallucinates you to the point that he makes you think you're seeing Roy Orbison or Elvis up on the stage. Meanwhile, he's got the sunshades on in the dark. So I mean, that guy, he is right into it. Um, he's further into it than anything. Like he puts on the sunshades right when he does the Elvis Presley songs, and he gets into, especially if he's going into the Roy Orbison songs. On goes the sunshades. That like I mean that guy he is something else. I'll tell you. And that. So I mean, he's got to be one of the coolest on there too as well. Lenny, I like him as well. He's a cool guy as well. But Lenny just doesn't do the sunshades like some of the other DJs do, like the city DJs do. The country DJs don't do the sunshades as much. You never hardly see it. But the big city DJs, like the big bar and hotel DJs, like the big cities, karaoke DJs are On goes the sunshades, no matter day or night, in the bar, under the karaoke stage lighting. Um, Especially when it comes down to doing singing Roy Orbison or singing Elvis Presley songs. Singers were great last night. Last night, guys, if you were there for my last song, which I sang by One Republic, Counting Stars. Now, I do know how to sing that song, guys. I did that on purpose. Again, to kind of to be kind of a bit of a comic, and not just to get people to laugh, to make it funny. So I sprung on a little what you call suicide karaoke. They call it. That's where you you already know the song, and you know how to sing it, but you mess it up on purpose. So you put yourself out of tune on purpose. So that way it is. That way is funny. It's comical. And you actually know where to scramble the words, even though if the DJ doesn't know how to this DJ doesn't know how to scramble them up in the machine. You can just do it by reading on your own, as you're reading it, and just for a bit of a comedy act. That's all that was. Little Jokers on Duty style, Jokers on Duty style type of karaoke, suicide karaoke. Kind of make it funny. So you mess up on the song on purpose, and you put yourself out of tune on purpose. But like I said, like the night started off great. I started off with singing one of the Neil Diamond songs, and then Sweet Caroline, and I did We Are Young, and some of those ones, people love those ones. And that, so again, like I said, I go occasionally. I don't go all the time like I used to. But so it kind of everything is kind of all gets all spreaded out, and with those, and that way the night gets spreaded out. Those nights get spreaded out, so that way, you don't see me for a while, and then what is it? A couple months down the road, you see me again. And so that way it takes away, because some people they go there, they sing the same thing all the time. So that this way it kind of makes it more interesting, and it pulls in a bigger crowd. So, but the crowds are always there no matter what. But they usually don't get there till about 10 o'clock, and that kind of stuff. And about 9:45, quarter to 10 by the time they all get in there. So like I said, that was a very, very fun night, and with the karaoke. And like I said, right at 12 o'clock last night, just before the bar closed, at 12 o'clock a.m., I turned 38. So, so again, just let you guys know, I am not trick or treating. But with it being Halloween night, I am going to dress up, and Mr. Skeletor, Dick Tracy, Johnny Cash, Midnight Blue, is gonna be out for a walk. So, so again, I may actually go live. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna make sure I have my battery pack, my Wi-Fi portable modem battery pack plugged in, and so that way it is. We'll take you right out. We'll take you for a walk right out into the darkness of Halloween, and you can see all the lovely houses, all kind of lit up, and that kind of stuff. We're not going up to the houses. We're just gonna walk down the street, and that way you can, guys, and I'll be live with you on live in Mr. Skeletor, Johnny Cash / Dick Tracy. So again, Eminem Blue, with a bit of a police look. So I mean, this is gonna be a laugh and a luxury. So again, this is going to be this is going to be a good, funny photo moment. To actually see me out there live, Annette dressed up in this costume. So, I just hope it doesn't scare anybody. um, maybe shine a flashlight in my face. No. So again, Halloween falls on a Wednesday, guys. So again, that's what I said. It falls on a Wednesday this year, and that. So I'll be actually again. I'll be at my work placement during the day, early in the morning like I usually do, and then at night. I guess Fran and I are going to be over at Jamie and Brittany's, helping to hand out candy, and that because my haunted houses are done early, and so again, this is gonna be quite cool. Just let you know, guys, the mask is authentic rubber mask. So again, the cool air will be kind of cool. It is kind of what you call it's gonna be kind of be weird to see where I'm going at night, but I manage. I promise I won't walk into a wall of any kind. I'm gonna look sweet, like I said. I'm gonna look sweet going to Tim Hortons. I'm in the costume, go get coffee. I have to get the people at Tim Hortons. Totally give them a good scare. Go up and order a coffee. Maybe I'll walk through the drive-thru, zip the buzzer going, just for a coffee, and try to figure out how I'm gonna drink. I'm probably with a straw, at least. How I'm gonna drink coffee through a rubber mask. Because it's not one of those ones that's got the actual wide opening that you can actually put it up to the lips and drink it. And this one has got like a little pinhole. So again, it is. So again, the guys, this is gonna be this is gonna be quite different, guys, to see this live. Especially in Wyerton. So again, like I said, there's gonna be it's gonna be one of those also it's gonna be a spooky night. It is also gonna be a comical public turn out to be a comical night and anything. And that's so like I said, there's yep. So I'm actually going to save my work. I'm actually saving my work pay this week. I think I get paid this week, so I'm saving my work pay this week to go to karaoke on Friday night. But usually, I probably condense every 2 weeks, if I can, and that between every 2 weeks and monthly. So, like I said, that is. Like I said, I always enjoy the company there and that kind of thing, and like I said, it is a very very wonderful night, and so again, there's that coming up. Also, too, guys, we have come into Thanksgiving weekend. So again, this Monday's Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for all the birthday wishes again. Also, big appreciable thanks to the Keystone Ghostbusters. They are, just let you guys know, just if you guys are wondering what they are, they're a non-profitable charitable organization. At first, I thought they were just a bunch of 50 idiotic men running around in Ghostbuster suits and Ghostbuster toys. But no, they're an actual club franchise, and that kind of thing that is non-profitable, and they do comic book conventions, and they do a lot of children's fundraisers for different children's charities like Sick Kids Hospital. Same idea the Shriners have been doing for years. So again, like I said, there is. But I remember growing up as a kid. Now, Ghostbusters, I grew up with Ghostbusters, the TV shows. But a worldwide franchise like this is the first time I've ever seen an actual adult franchise. Comic book convention. Or it would turn out to be an actual full adult franchise. a non-profitable or organization or service club out of it. Where they have to re-elect the ones and everything else like that. Because I remember growing up as a kid with just the movies, or the cartoons, but when I was a kid growing up in the '80s, all we had around, we had all the ours regular services clubs like Rotary and all that for years. Then we had Shriners, and my grandfather was a Freemason, and I had a Freemason, Masonic Lodge of Montreal, Quebec, Grand Lodge of Montreal, Quebec. And a guy used to travel the circus, but now you got the same charity the Shriners have done for years, charities the Shriners have done for years, and service clubs have done for years. All of a sudden, you got Ghostbuster chapters popping up in the pit in this generation. You have instead of, it's different because in some, especially Toronto now, you're seeing less and less Shriners. So again, but you're seeing more and more Ghostbusters. So I mean, it's a free trade type thing. So, Joshua, you want to join? Become a Ghostbuster? I know, just kidding. Again, no, I don't know if some areas probably don't even have them yet. I think Owen Sound has a chapter. I'm not too sure about that. I do know Toronto does. There is There is Toronto, Ontario Ghostbuster chapter. There is a Calgary, Alberta chapter out in Calgary with Ghostbusters International. And there is also, which guys it is not copyright. It is actually, I checked it out on Facebook. It is actually approved by Sony Pictures itself, the actual clubs, and that people pay into to join, and and they become actual certified Ghostbusters, and they make their own proton packs and everything else like that. They got professional welders that make them or whatever. They don't shoot flames like you see them on TV. But again, they have, a lot of these guys have trade jobs and that kind of thing. And I guess they're doing the same thing. I guess they're doing the same type of charity work that focusing, or the main focus goal is doing what the Freemasons been doing for years, taking in young guys and helping them find a career, helping them find work and that kind of thing. Well, by joining the Ghostbusters, these guys are doing the same thing, because some of them are well-trained carpenters, well-trained electricians, or well-trained pipe fitters or whatever their professions are. So again, and they parade around in their Ghostbuster cars. They parade around to come up with different comic book conventions. They go right down through the states to Keystone, district. They go all over the place. Texas, there's you see them all over Facebook. So again, it is. It is quite of interesting group, and they wear the real flight suits with Ghostbuster patches, and it's almost like belonging to Ghostbusters, like they were saying, is almost like belonging to the Legion, or belonging to the adult groups themselves. They're licensed to do raffle 50/50. Some of the Ghostbuster chapter halls, they have their own Ghostbuster chapter halls, and some of the guys have their own. They have their own licensed bartenders. They have their own licensed bar. Everything. These guys are. these guys are like up at the Joneses, big time. So again, but I did like the I did like the birthday wishes they did send. I was shocked and surprised. I always thought they're great. So I think I've been getting a lot. Those that still see my birthday notification, and you do wish to send the birthday wishes, those that think you probably forgot about it or something like that. You don't have to, but if you feel you wish to or whatever, you can. You still have time till 12 o'clock or till 11:30, 12 o'clock tonight, and then my birthday's done with. Sometimes there's a couple late belated ones that come through the next day, but Halloween night, guys, is definitely too late. Definitely too late. Halloween night, um, or 2 weeks after when we get closer to the end of the month. Um, so again, so again, there's there's that option there, and those are some of the opportunities out there, guys. If you guys are looking for cool groups to get involved in, um, and that I like I said, I don't know about this area if they've picked up on the or if we've got a team here or not. Um, some people say they do, some people say they don't. Um, but again, it is always one of those cool things to ever check into. I think I do I if I do remember correctly, I think Owen Sound does have a crew, um, and that but I think that is, and then you got Collingwood, and that kind of area. So again, it's becoming like one of those worldwide what you call franchises, and that kind of thing. And it's really cool because your certification certificates, when you pay to join or whatever, you get an envelope package with your comic book convention pass and everything else in it, and your certificate is signed by certification certificate, I guess, is signed, and you get your badges and everything with it, pins, and that in the brown envelope or whatever, it's mailed to you or whatever, and it is approved by Dan Aykroyd himself and Bill Murray and the people behind the Sony Pictures Ghostbusters themselves, but I'm not sure what their costs are and that kind of thing, and that kind of stuff. So they do have Facebook pages too, guys. You can go check them out. There's Keystone. There's Calgary, Alberta. There is closest. I think one of the closest areas to us would be Toronto. I know it's a long drive away from Wiarton or Owen Sound, but for one of the between Owen Sound and Toronto, I don't know about London yet, but I think if London does have one, I think London, Toronto, and Owen Sound are would be the closest to here, for the Ghostbuster chapters alone, or how they would map out, not how we'd map it out. So again, if they were looking at kind of like what you call it, a kind of a district type group, and so again, that was and that so again, like I said, it's and I got a couple. I got like a little, what you call it, little citation pad to go with my Halloween costume. Little tiny pen, a couple tiny pens. I'm so glad that they do not have dentures or false teeth, because I got a cup of a green cup spider full of what you call fudge caramel toffee. I don't think it's toffee, caramel. It's some type of caramel blocks, and those things too. If you have false teeth, they stick so bad that they'll pull your false teeth out. They rack them. But again, it's a nice spider glass. And so anyhow, I thank Brittany and Jamie for that little bag kit. I thought it was cute. So again, and that's so we'll put that over there. Also too, we will be opening. We haven't done it for a while, but eventually we'll be opening invites to actually bring other live streams on. So it's cool because I can actually now officially invite and bring the Buzzsaw Show on. So that way he can come through his live stream onto my live stream here, and actually his little block window will show up, and And so anyhow, thank you for tuning in, and I'll let you know when we guys also do the Christmas shows is the main part of the part where we're gonna do more live stream invites, and that kind of thing. Not much so Halloween. It is especially when we had the haunted house going, and that kind of stuff. The live haunted house on here going for you. And that was kind of so that way it wouldn't cause too much of a distraction, or Halloween night when we're out live, that kind of thing. But when it comes around Christmas time, guys, New Year's, then yeah, we'll open up for live. We'll be opening up live stream here for invites. Anybody that wants to come in and chat. Also, too, if you guys do come in and chat, please respect the live streams. No rudeness, no arrogance, no picking your nose. Well, do whatever you want as long as I don't see it. And I can't no moon shining, no chicken mooners or flashing crack buck. Just kidding. I'm just teasing. Something Buzzsaw would do. But yeah, again, a bit of comedy, sense of humor, guys. But yeah, so again, because let you know that these live streams, guys, do go live, and they are also uploaded to YouTube and Dashboard Twitch TV, and I don't think YouTube and Twitch TV wants to see anybody being a nerd. Be nerdy. I think high school, even when I was in high school, I think I was the king of that generation. I think we all were at one time. So so again, but yeah. Oh, so yeah, so I hope everybody has a great night and a happy. Trey, you, do you mind, please? Thank you, man. A little hyper boy getting hyper again, ain't you, sweetie? I see that young. I see those fangs too. I see those fangs. So that means, you know what? I'm gonna buy. You know what? Daddy's gonna buy you a vampire cape, and you're gonna be little Dracula. Trey, you're gonna be a vampire for Halloween. Maybe. He's got the fangs. Yeah, either that or a bat. Get bat wings. A bat with 4 legs. 4-legged bat. That'd be the first time. And a 4-legged vampire. That'd be the first time you ever seen one. That'll hit the Guinness Book of World Records big time. But yeah, so again, like I said, thank you guys for all tuning in, and thank you for the birthday wishes. And again, I had a great night last night at karaoke, and that. So again, I'm gonna start saving my every 2-week pays that I get from the from work, and I am actually going to I'm gonna make an every 2-week trip to karaoke. So, and that so again, and so again, just getting everything all updated, and so that we get my shows all caught up. Again, guys, I do apologize. I am behind getting some of the beginning of this year's over the summers what you call captured flag game videos up on YouTube. I am slowly getting that all done. It's gonna take a little bit of time because, like I said, our live shows right now are all mixed up. Again, we're honoring Remembrance Day at the same time as Christmas and Halloween all put into one. So I mean, this is again, like I said, so again, it is. This is the way these shows run on kind of what you call a schedule. So So again, this time of year, we're kind of between everything. We flip flop between everything. So that way, and the haunted house is always done early, a month early before the Halloween month, and so again, like I said, and then what we do is we go into the what you call this, go into the outside dark of Halloween. Um, and that kind of thing. So slowly we kind of start working our way around start live streaming outside. Um, so that way you get get kind of making a cool show out of it. So that way we kind of put everything on it kind of on a time frame. So because also too when I'm outside, guys, I'm not on as long. As I would be as I'm in my home studio. So, like I said, it is a big time. We try to save time as much as possible on here. Especially to keep up with the seasons, to keep up with everything, the festivities, the holidays, whatever. Because everything comes up one after another, too close back to back. Once, like I said, once you come into September, then that October 6th is my birthday, and Thanksgiving is all in the same weekend, and that Halloween is not going to be that far behind. Then you have Remembrance Day that follows in behind that after Halloween, which is the first week of November, which is the 11th of November. And then you have then when you're going into what you call what you call the Christmas season. So, and then Happy New Year season. Now what we do? Oh, there goes my pen again. Now this is different, guys. Usually you go to a New Year's party. Joker's not. What people don't understand, my Joker's on duties team. We do things totally different. Again, when it comes down to New Year's, guys, we're different. Most people, the traditional way for years, people would count down from 10 to 1, and then shout Happy New Year. Well, we're different, because we're idiots. For one, Joker's on duty doesn't count down. We count up. So we start on New Year's Eve. We start at 11 o'clock p.m. and count up to 12 o'clock. And when 12 o'clock hits, big Happy New Year. And so then the New Year, we consider that is to be New Year. Our New Year's count up, not count down. So we do things different on Jokers on Duty. Because like I said, normally, like I said, Jokers on Duty is a set-up joke show. Is a volunteer. We are a volunteer live stream comedy Facebook show. So our ratings do go up a little bit. Like I said, our ratings will go up a little bit for Halloween, because some of the haunted house that you've seen, it could be a little frightening because some of the props and that. But then once that's over, then we go into the outside of Halloween. That may not be as frightening. Now, may it still be? I don't know. But again, we kind of bring it down a bit. So again, we're not into, when we go out into the Halloween night, we're not again, we've got the haunted house part over and done with, which is the main frightening part, is the haunted house part of Halloween. So again, like I said, so again, we go from the haunted house. So again, we kind of have our shows kind of set up. And the only thing, guys, just to let you know that was not set up on this show, was my mom's memorial and the coming home of my mom's Celtic cross urn around my neck. That is real. My bit of my mom's ashes is really in that cross. So she is actually in that cross. So that is real. Part of the show. So again, we put so I again, and with her being a war veteran's daughter, my late grandfather was a World War I, World War II veteran. So technically, he was also honored, and by when I did my mom's memorial, I gave her a half decent memorial on here. You can go back; that is on YouTube. You can watch that video if you wish to, and that kind of stuff. But that was realistic of it. Or any of the ones that says RIP Mom, that is real. Those shows are real. The one that we did for the Hunter's Cabin Memorial that I did for my mom, that we added into the Ghost Legend. Again, that was a real serious time, and that was from the Ghost Legend end of it. Just because when I was a kid, when I was going through the nightmares as a kid, and I went to Camp Northern Lights, my mom did everything to comfort me and that kind of thing. So so again, when I had the nightmares over those stories. So when I was a little kid, so that was kind of a bit of a again, part of that part of it was real, but that but the hammer wrapping and the cross hammers were originally honoring my grandfather too. So I like grandfather as well. So, and that is the only time you guys see that in a see that live in Haunted Hunter's Cabin live Ghost Legend. Where I had brought that Haunted Hunter's Cabin haunted house, and this was last year for the Haunted Hunter's Cabin, because I tell you a lot of spiritual crap starts. Trust me, and that kind of thing. So again, we kind of put that we put an ending on that this year. So we finalized that this year. But next year, guys, it's gonna be a regular haunted house. So hopefully next year the regular haunted house is going to go right to next year in 2019. It's going to go right to Halloween. But again, the dummies, guys, are going to be different. I'm thinking about next year. I'm not going to do the actual stuffed dummies, because next year, guys. We are actually going to go live outside, and when we run the haunted house season. And the replicants, guys, in here is going to be decorated like it was this year in September. Yes, we're backwards. This Joker's on duty. We do a lot of stupid stuff on here. Just kidding. Again, that's going to be done outside. Anybody that wants to take part in that, feel free to. Again, there's not going to be stuffed dummies next year. I think next year the actual characters are going to be jump out, and it's going to be live streamed, and that kind of stuff. So those that might be interested for next year, please let me know. Just let you know, guys, we don't get paid for this. It's not, again, we're not doing it as an event. It is just a live stream video, Facebook video, and so I think next year, and I'm not saying public people in generally. I think we're gonna bring in. I think we're gonna basically get a bunch of friends together, and we're gonna set up, kind of do it like a character thing, and have certain people jump out at certain people. I don't know, wearing costumes. So again, that is gonna be fun and spooky. So if you're interested in that, let me know. If that is a goal for next year or not. But again, that is going to be fires the dummy is going to be. But don't really hurt anybody, guys. It's all going to be, again, it's the Joker's on duty setup just for ourselves and that kind of thing. People that I know that might be interested in doing something like that, to be on live, want to go live on a live stream. So again, that'd be really, really, really cool. Must provide your own rubber masks, everything else like that. Create your own spooky character, that kind of thing. And that also too, those that are interested to take part in that next year, putting that together. Again, it'll be September, October, when we get to that part, And like I said, there is so again, so that way you're providing your own Halloween costume just to do the spooky live stream and that kind of thing. So that way it is done in time for Halloween, and then Halloween night, guys. Then it gives us time for the Halloween night to take you live out into the dark Halloween. So night. So again, like I said, it is looking at the nice lit up houses and that kind of stuff as well. And that so that way it follows basically like a TV show season type thing. So again, it is something cool. It's gonna be spooky. Again, we're not gonna do that again. We are not gonna do that this year because that's the plan for next year. But again, you're just gonna see this year. It's just gonna be just me live, and probably over at Jamie and Brittany's Hanging Out Canyon. Now, if you guys do decide this year you want to give it a try, but this is not the main year for it. But if you want to try it, this year, go right ahead. I can live stream you if you want me to. So, I mean, there is that kind of stuff as well. And so yeah, so that's that is going to be quite cool. And so also too, it gives you guys thinking too to what you guys want to be coming up this Halloween too, coming up this October 31st of 2018. So if you guys want to give it a quick live stream test this year on Halloween, let me know. And that kind of thing. And if you want to jump, if it's Halloween, you want to put on a scary mask or put on a scary costume, and you want to make people jump. Except for the camera guy, because the camera guy is always got to focus on the camera. And that so again, I'm basically the main host of Jokers on Duty, so I'll be the main guy in the Skeletor Dick Tracy costume. So technically, I think the costume alone does a bad enough job giving anybody a heart attack. So again, like I said, so basically you guys get to see me now in the light before you see me in the dark, before I enter the dark side. That's the dark side of me. No, just kidding. I forget who wrote that. That's a rap song. But yeah. So also, guys, thank you for tuning in. And we were live here on Jokers on Duty, and it's Halloween Jokers on Duty, and live, and because it is October, and we're making our way through October. October's gonna fly past quick. I feel it coming. Like I said, I can feel the fast fly through, and so it won't be too long, guys, until Halloween. There's only I guess so many, probably maybe about how many weeks to a month? Like probably about 4 or 5, and we're by the time we get through Thanksgiving, I'll tell you like the weeks are gonna fly like that, like crazy, and then alakazam, it's Halloween. So, anyhow, thank you for tuning in, and that. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show you guys this mini Skeletor. Mini, he's the mini one. Mini one. I fill him up with Coca-Cola, the pop, not cocaine, Coca-Cola, the soda pop, and I drink that, and you can drink out of that. They asked me at the Salvation Army if I was actually drinking out of that, and I'm like, yeah, I do drink out of it. It's a cup, ain't it? Of course, what are you supposed to do with a cup? You drink out of it. Oh, you're actually going to drink out of it. That was a good one, Scott always had to throw in my face when I was buying that one. Or maybe I'll take it some karaoke night and fill it up with beer. No, I'm just kidding. No, I would not do that. I get in trouble for that. No. That was a joke. Don't take me seriously on that one. Again, I do apologize, guys. We did not have time to set the witch's brew for this Halloween haunted house session. Um, and that again, I'm never gonna tell you what is in the Ian and Ivan special. What you call special witch's brew, the two headless headhunters witch's brew. We can never tell you that. Some believe it's Coca-Cola. Some believe it's Guinness beer. Some believe it's cod liver oil. Not the cherry flavor, the real stuff. But that secret, according to a secrecy order of the Celtic Gypsy Warriors of Camp Northern Lights, were not allowed to reveal that. Not even to the campers. And that kind of stuff. If it was the head counselors or whatever, when it comes down to the haunted house, and that usually the counselors and it's only the counselors, guys, that have the witch's brew, that drinks from the witch's brew, and none of the campers are not allowed to drink from the witch's brew, because when they go through the setup, or they tour through the haunted hunter's cabin itself, they're only allowed to smell it. They're not allowed to. They're not actually allowed to drink it. Again, they're not allowed to actually taste of it or drink it, because there's certain ingredients in it that it is legal for kids to have. So. And that all the counselors are like 19 and over, that work there, and only the counselors that are put through the Celtic Gypsy Warriors that are of age get to sip from the witch's brew. Sip. Us campers were not allowed to sip it, or drink it. Just the counselors are. So, like I said, that is. Because it is a midnight society. What they will substitute for the kids. They have a Camp Northern Lights when they go through the Celtic Gypsy Warriors for the kids. It is another thermos, but it is just strictly just straight Pepsi. That I'm allowed to tell you that it's only Pepsi Pop. That's all it is, or it is just grape juice, that kind of thing. So, they've got it well organized and that kind of stuff when they're conducting a live haunted house campfire ghost legend. When the legend is told, and then they take them to the spooky cabin itself. The actual historical cabin of the actual haunted historical hunter's cabin itself, 100-year-old cabin. So again, like I said, that is really spooky. I've been through it. Like I said, I never go through it again, ever. I tell you, it was spooky enough. I'll tell you, like it was. I mean, it's how everything was kind of brought back to life and everything else like that from the historical history of it, from the war days and that kind of stuff. So like I said, it is a quite interesting tour on that one. But like I said, all my live shows do go live on YouTube and Twitch TV, Dashboard Twitch TV. So, like I said, there is but the main one that they have for the adult counselors that are like adults that are like 19 and up, 19, 21 years of age and up, when they go through the Celtic Gypsy Warriors Midnight Secret Society before they get invited to the Ghost Legend, because you got to go with the Celtic Gypsy Warriors before. And you have to become a red-black bandana before you actually can be invited to the campfire or to the. You gotta bravely go through the cabin before you go to the campfire pit and sit there and to be invited to the to the actual Campfire Ghost Legend of Hunter's Cabin. So I mean, it has its traditions. Again, which is a Midnight Secret Society, by the way, too. I didn't think they were still around. They are. So again, there is a little bit of a history. Whoa. Facebook, a little rushy, and so again, like I said, there is so there's a little bit of a history there for you. Yeah, I'm playing with these pens. I'm gonna put them away before the cat rips them out of my hand, and I cannot find them. And that, so anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in again. And I hope you guys have a great day. And this was your Jokers on Duty. Happy Thanksgiving.